Who is your idol? Is it among teenagers of your age or not? Think of people who are around your age whom you respect. At school or in your neighborhood, are they your peers? Beyond the place where you live, are they well known? If so, what are they famous for? What qualities have they got? Does technology have the potential to influence one's intelligence? Does advanced education can make a person smarter? In this modern era, teenagers often associated and discriminated against with social problems such as sex, smoking, drug-related activities, and many more. These are disturbing because the good side of teenagers do not get attention in the eyes of society because it is covered with such discrimination. During these 21 years of my life, there have been major changes in teenagers in this modern time. Hobbies that they do in their free time have changed because they are more inclined to the hobbies that bring benefits such as reading, surfing the internet, sports, and so on. Because they know the importance of doing such activities. We have also seen a trend where Malaysian students studying abroad have made a great name for Malaysia, as you can see in magazine and news. Today, I like to talk with you about today's teenagers are more smarter than the teenagers of the past generation. Due to improvement in education, personality processes, and individual. I will begin by telling you about the improvement of education. Education has been revolved in the past, such as sociology, psychology, moral, and civic education. Today's education can bring social changes in outlook and attitude of humans. Education can bring about a change in the pattern of social relations. Social changes is always the result of the collective transformation of the people in the society. Education is now an autonomous entity that will bring about changes in every area of the human life. This education also can initiate a change in pattern of social relationship. Education will initiate social change by bringing about a change in man's perspective and attitude. Thus, education has brought about phenomenal improvement in every area of human life. It will bring about a shift in the pattern of social relations and institutions, which can lead to social change. Thus, education has bring about phenomenal improvement in every area of human life. I'm sure you see that improvement in education is some of the evidence that can make teenagers become smarter. But you may asking, how about the technology? Let me tell you. Teenagers now have greater access to the internet and digital technology than ever before. Life has been made more simpler and healthier by the better technology. Many teens use search engines such as Google to direct them to have information or to visit medical websites. But some teens will use less traditional types of online platforms to get health information. For example, 20% had got the health information from YouTube, 9% from the Facebook, 4% from Twitter. The use of technology in adolescence will increase the innovation, the creation of identity, the relation between social groups, and changes in the self-esteem and well-being. The role of technology has made it much easier and safer for us to communicate. Next, technology will make lesson sessions become more interesting, easy to understand. In the past, for a project or thesis, students will have to spend hours in libraries to searching through books. With the huge benefits of having the internet at our fingertips, we can turn these hours of book browsing into 30 seconds. Today, teenagers learn by reading, watching videos, or listening to audio. In addition, all kinds of information is just at our fingertips, where it facilitates the learning process. It allows students to become better critical thinkers as they put all they learn together. This technology will really influence the intelligent thing if we compare than the past generation which is technology are not well known. Now let's look at how personality, process and individual affect this situation. Millennials and Gen X nowadays rated being very well financially. They dare to seize and take the opportunity to do part-time work such as being a dropship and agent for products that are on the market. They have been given early exposure on the importance of savings for the future. Other than that, today's generations also being a leader in the community. Youth leadership has been developed philosophy in which young people learn the skills and knowledge needed to lead civic participation, reform of education, and community organizing activities. For example, they volunteer for charity such as National Cancer Society of Malaysia and the National Autism Society of Malaysia. As a result, today's teenagers are more caring, community-oriented, and politically engaged than the previous generations. As you can see, many factors that influencing today's teenagers to be more smarter than the past one. If we compare with the past, there are many improvements we can see in terms of education, technologies, emotions, and behavior. Do not judge them based on today's social problems because there are more goods that comes from them. There is a great deal of scientific, cultural, and economic interest in discovering and predicting patterns of generations. Being teenagers in the 21st century is very different from what it was in the past. I hope that all the teenagers can shape the bright future of Malaysia, as well as the future teenagers. They are more likely to be more smarter than the current teenagers.